It's autumn now in Australia, and my Black Bell Starfish flowers have started to bloom. Their unique scent of rotting flesh is an experience to behold each year. Sadly, they don't last for long and start to wither within 3 days. But an origami starfish flower can last indefinitely, and can be enjoyed without the smell, of course. Hi everyone, Alexander Tran here. My 63rd design here was created in early March this year and is also my first origami flower design. I thought that I could design one as a break from invertebrate design and to also welcome the flowering season of this peculiar flower. This video will be longer than my previous as I'll show you the main steps on how to fold this model from its crease pattern. For anyone who's interested in folding this, the crease pattern is available at my Ko-fi shop. The link is in the description below. Before we get started, I'll show you how to fold one of these quickly without cuts. Pentagons are unusual in origami for their uneven sides and angles, but they're interesting to work with. Some of my other designs will use this pentagon, so stay tuned. Firstly, we need to set the following creases to create a reference point. Once we have our reference point, we can make a vertical crease that intersects this point. We can mirror this crease on the right hand side by folding the paper in half vertically. Next, we use these creases as our reference points to set the central angle and edges of our pentagon. I like to fold the central angle first to verify the accuracy and precision of my folds before committing to the edges. Once again, we can mirror our crease on the opposite side. Our pentagon is starting to take shape now. Next, we make a fold from an upper corner to the halfway point of our newly folded edge. From here, half of a pentagon is visible, and we can use the following edges as a reference to mirror and create the second half. And with that, our pentagon is completed. I think we're ready for the real thing now. I used a 152mm square sheet of 24 GSM Thai mulberry paper for mine. It's cheap, thin, and will produce a model that's the same size as the real thing. Let's go over the crease pattern first. Before starting, if you're unfamiliar or are new with crease patterns, I highly recommend that you watch my very first tutorial before continuing, as I've previously covered some of the basics on how to start with one. With that, you'll notice a few things that are different from my previous installments, or may be present in the crease patterns from other artists. The first are the cyan green lines, and the second are areas of paper designated in grey. These lines should be familiar as we've just folded them for our pentagon. These are our auxiliary creases. Creases that are used as reference points for another purpose. In this case, we use them to help fold our pentagon. The grey areas are leftover paper. These areas are usually left blank or ignored, and are treated as if they weren't there. I've made the effort to include the creases in these areas so that I can present to you the folded base generated by the crease pattern software Origami. Moving forward, the main area of focus is within the pentagon, and from there we can try to identify the easiest creases to start with. And the easiest for this one are the creases that we've prepared for our pentagon. If we follow them and collapse these creases, we should get a result similar to a preliminary base that is used to fold a paper crane. Next, we focus on these creases, a series of squash folds on each of the 5 flaps of our base thus far. After that, it's a series of petal folds at where we have just finished our squash folds. Next, we focus on these creases. Here, we tuck our newly folded flaps inside the base, which will partially close off and lock two flaps into one working flap. After that, it's a series of closed sync folds that fold through the flaps that we've just locked. Essentially, we are just pushing the entire corner into itself without opening up the layers of paper. Finally, it's the partial and staggered closed sync folds in the center. This part may be fiddly. We mainly focus on the open layers of our locked flaps and fold over the closed layers. And with that, our base is complete. If you're able to complete this, great job. And I hope you've gained some more insight onto how to read a crease pattern. Finally, it's shaping. I used a 10% weight to volume carboxymethyl cellulose solution to shape. It didn't take very long for this model, but the main difficulty was in maintaining an open three-dimensional shape. Air drying for rigidity was crucial before continuing for this one. And with that, the Origami Black Bell Starfish Flower is complete. Thank you very much for watching up till this point, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.